10th house Virgo sun in South Node is struggling to get her bag. Are you overthinking more than you're taking inspired action? Are your offers, are your things automated? Do you have the right systems in place? This is what I'm teaching in my business course. And do you have the right mindset behind all of those things? Angela says, clocked me. Sounds like you need my business course, Angela. It's called Get Paid for Your Gifts and teaches you how I have built a successful, mostly automated business online over the past 5 years. So come join. Enrollment closes this weekend. I'm a manifesting generator. I talk about that in the course and how I really just like took inspired action. And my business started, this business I have now, teaching astrology and human design, selling digital products. I have a membership, I sell courses, I have automated reports, ebooks, things like that. And there's a lot more too. There's a lot more streams of income than just that I have now that I've developed. And I have a whole video on that I posted recently. It all started with tarot readings. So I started doing tarot readings in 2020 because when the lockdowns happened, I didn't have a job because I was going to be traveling around for work. And then COVID happened, lockdowns, no one's traveling, I had no job, and then I had to move because my friend who I was going to like just keep my things at her place basically they also decided to move and were like, you can't stay here anymore. So I ended up finding a room to rent on like Facebook Marketplace, like out of a miracle. Somehow came up with the money for it, and then I bought my first tarot deck. And I just started like doing tarot readings for people, mostly for friends, that they resonated with their readings so much that I started posting readings on Instagram. I started going live and doing live daily tarot readings on Instagram. And then people started reaching out, asking me how much I charged for tarot readings. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I just love doing this. Like, what do you mean you want to pay me? And so people also knew I was obsessed with astrology. And they would ask me to read their chart for them as well as do tarot. And it just became this whole thing. Like, it snowballed. This was in May of 2020. I built a website in September of 2020. And then I started taking clients through my website. And I got on various social media apps. Clubhouse being one of them. I was on Clubhouse for a long time. And it built me quite a following there until the app kind of like disintegrated. And then I got on TikTok. And I've been mostly on TikTok ever since, but I also have a podcast. I'm everywhere. I'm literally everywhere. I'm on YouTube a lot more now. Yeah, that's how it all built, from me just following what I was passionate about at the time, which was tarot. And one thing led to another, and it just like, it was like, oh, you're passionate about this, let's do this. Oh, passionate about this, let's do this. Like, there's people that want what you're doing because you're sharing it, because you're just putting it out there and like literally talking about your passion because you're just so obsessed with it and you have no other option. was what it was like. I literally had no other option. I didn't have a job, I didn't have a plan B. Yeah, that's how it all started. That's what I'll be teaching you in my business course, is like the basics of how I did all of it over the last 5 years and how you can do it too. But it really is just about like everyone that joins the course gets a one-on-one session with me, and a student recently that I had a one-on-one session with, her the whole thing that we talked about in most of the session was about like not knowing where to start or what to share. And it's really just like, you have to really just share what you're passionate about in the moment. Like, I was passionate about tarot, and that I only did tarot readings for like 6 months, maybe even less. But that's how this all started, right? I was super obsessed and passionate about the tarot deck I had just gotten, and I wanted to use it. And then that passion evolved. I was doing crystal grids for people for a little bit too, and like using crystals in their readings and all that kind of stuff. But it just depends on like what your current passion is and following that.